yoga is a very big word. Yoga not only gives the peace of oneself, but it can really transform of oneself as well as others, and whole world can change by doing yoga if you really understand it and put into practice into it. That you can change. By changing oneself, it can change others.
It's actually a long time ago when I used to be interested, very interested, but I never went very deep into it. And I always liked a story behind it. I never liked empty sport when you just take care of your body. I always searched for a deeper meaning, and yoga was the part where it seemed like it matched. But only now when I came here I realized how deep the story is, how long it is, and it's only now when I have clear directions where I'm at least going to explore and discover. The roots are like really when I was maybe 10 years ago when I started looking for yoga experiences.
I started doing yoga a lot when I was 17 for the first time. I've always kind of done it growing up. I grew up in a very alternative community, and I kind of had a hard time in high school and was kind of lost control of everything and my emotions, and I found yoga when I started going to college when I was 17, and it was the only thing that calmed me down about life, and I've done it ever since, pretty much every day, and now definitely every day, multiple times a day. And I just found that its effects just they still pop up, the things that it does for me in ways that I can't even explain. So
I guess the main reason that I want to teach is to help people further find themselves the way that I'm slowly and continually learning to find myself.
My favorite part of the journey so far has been, I think they call it the Sangha, the community of people that are seeking the same spiritual progress that you are, people that are following the same path. Because I've always kind of been the only yoga person in my group of friends, and they kind of see it as like, oh yeah, I lift weights, you do yoga. But it's been great to hang out with 20 people for 5 weeks that really understand what yoga is all about and want to learn more about it and want to teach other people about it, and have read books and have heard speakers or have traveled to places or gone to studios that you've never been to, and can give you a better sense of what's out there, and also just kind of affirm how incredible it is to be with other people that share your passion and your desire to progress.
Both Nepal and West, we both have many common problems, common issues of life. West is also the part of planet, Nepal is also part of planet, and those people who are living in the West, they are also human beings, we are also human beings. Maybe one thing maybe lacking, which I felt in my frequent visit to West, is that, again I am saying, life is too fast. There is no time to question who I am, and sometimes people forget what is their purpose of life. Just running after the gain and gain, that doesn't sometimes translate your life into good form. Probably Nepal gives chance to sit quietly, getting connected with those divine powers residing in Himalaya, and help them to find the better meaning of life. Better meaning life. I hope I am fair in saying this.
I think that the West may be lacking a little bit of simplicity. They just had their Festival de Chêne, which this swing is representative of, and like the saying is, you're supposed to leave Earth every now and then, and that's why they build these huge swings, is so that you can leave the Earth. And it's their holiday that is supposed to be the equivalent to Christmas, and then you think about Christmas, and it's like, what happens on Christmas? We go, you know, we get trees, and we get presents, and we have feasts, and we kind of go overboard, and we end up coming back from Christmas feeling exhausted, and you're supposed to come back from a holiday feeling rested and rejuvenated. And I feel like that's what they kind of get here. Like it's very simple. It's just basically, yeah, I'm not going to work today, and they leave little gifts for neighbors on the doorsteps, and they bless everything, and it's a very simple, and then they build these swings all over the place and gather and swing. I mean, it's just a very simple thing.
Wow. I guess I'd like to think that my life... sorry. I'd like to think that my life has meaning in the way that I touch other people, I think. And if I can bring something to other people, then that gives my life meaning.
Where are you going? Nama Buddha. Yeah. Okay. Who is the guide? Nobody guiding?
Me, sort of.
Okay.
We're gonna take the bus to Nama
Yeah,
Buddha.
then it's no problem.
Okay.
But the bus doesn't go to any bus doesn't go to Nama Buddha, but you can catch any bus going that direction, and they will stop you just before the main road to Nama Buddha.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. Have a good time. Bye.
It's official tourist guide of Billy Kell. First one.
I've always wanted to go to Nepal. I was coming to Asia anyway to do many other things like a cycling tour and so on in Laos and Thailand. And I really desperately wanted to come to Nepal to see the birthplace of the Buddha, because I'm interested in meditation and also I love mountains. Well, it's an interesting term, seeker. I think it's probably fairly neutral. So yes, I consider myself a seeker in the sense that I'm searching for new things, for growth, personal growth, and hopefully that will have an impact on the people in my life and the kind of things that I decide to do. So I suppose I am a seeker, and I've been practicing meditation for 7 years. And I like yoga because in a way it complements meditation, but it's a movement rather than just sitting, which I think is more suitable for somebody like me who's very active.
Meditation is a big part of yogic practices. In fact, all tradition, Eastern or Western, have used meditation as a way to discover oneself. Meditation is the act of climbing, even though for a short while, to a higher level of consciousness and looking at oneself at a lower level of consciousness. Through the practice of this meditation, little by little we become more comfortable in the higher level of consciousness, and eventually we will remain at that higher level. The job is not finished, because from that higher level there is still many other layers that we can explore. It's like living in a building on the 4th floor, and once in a while you climb to the 5th floor and you look down on the 4th floor, and suddenly you have an overview of everything that is. So meditation is like climbing to the 5th floor.
Together with Gabrielle, I founded Yogi Nomad School a few years back, and it was officially established the 1st of April 2009. Besides offering yoga teachers trainings, I also do offer traditional Thai massage classes. We offered those classes and yoga in Nepal, Thailand, Turkey, France, South America. Wherever the demand is calling me, then I'll just go.
I think the most exciting part for me would definitely be a regained sense of hope for this world, because the fact that 15 strangers all came together to come on this spiritual exploration and share this journey together shows that the world can change, and that if I bring the knowledge that I've learned here back to where I come from, I already have a friend that wants to come and do this program, and the ability to inspire others to change is so amazing, and this has given me the tools to be able to inspire a lot of people.